Alright, this is my truck. I'm home. I've spent a few days, or a day, not a few days. I ain't been here a few days yet. But I've spent a day cleaning it. Getting it all spruced up a little bit. I took some time to redo all my wiring. Let's see, there's my inverter down here. This is purchased from Millis through payroll deductions, and they installed it. Let me set this camera down for a second so I can get in this thing. The inverter's 1800 watts, so it can pretty much handle anything that I need to run on it. Said I'd give everybody a tour of the truck. Some people may have already, seen the inside of this, so this isn't no big deal to them. But some of you may be wondering what the inside looks like. This is the Qualcomm. Notice it's off. I haven't started the truck today. My CB, GPS. So anyway, this is the bunk area. Let me see if I can move back a little bit, sit down in the seat here. You got this space down here, and my boots and my trash can, passenger seat. My refrigerator down here, my microwave, laptop, headset. Had a problem with my other microwave. I did have it up there. I didn't take those two straps down that were up there. They were gone when I got the truck. I'll have to figure out a way to replace them. But anyway, there's a small refrigerator. I don't have a whole lot in here at the moment, and it doesn't hold a whole lot. And then you got a little freezer section up here. Again, you can see I don't have a whole lot. I haven't gone back to the store yet. I've been on the road for the last 3 weeks, and I've pretty much ate up everything. Down here, we've got storage for canned goods. Again, I'm running a little low. I don't have a whole lot in here. Down back here in the back, I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. Let's see. Anyway, that's the main brain for the Qualcomm back there. So back here in the back, there's the bottom bunk vent, second bottom bunk vent, top window, second top window. Top bunk is up. That is the top bunk right there, and it is up. If I want to pull it down, I just click on this, it unlocks it, and then it comes back down. So then you can have two people up in here. Cargo straps, seat belts, whatever you want to call them. Let me get this thing back up here. We've got a little bit of storage here on the back wall with some speakers. The new T680s, if I'm not mistaken, they don't have this storage back here in the back. I've got this. This is where the television is supposed to go, but there's not any television that's really going to fit. That wasn't real well thought out. And in the T680s, this box right here is bigger, and it's for the microwave. I got this storage space up here. Like I said, this is where my microwave was, but I bought one of them cheap microwaves. It didn't work. Worked for a couple of days. I guess the vibrations from the truck messed it up. So I bought this, took it back, got my money back, and bought this West Bend. Hopefully it'll work a little bit better. But the West Bend is too big to fit in this box, so I've got it strapped to the table. Anyway, we've got a second box up here. Don't really need those instructions there. Place to store. I've got my crock pot and my little oven, and some food stuff, some bowls back there in the back. I'm really light on food supplies at the moment, because like I said, I've been out for the last 3 weeks and I haven't replenished anything yet. Set this up here and I'll do something with it. Down here we got storage. Again, I've got a little bit of food down in here. You can use this for shoes, clothes, whatever. Another little storage spot. I need to refold everything in there, but clothes in there. Yeah, we won't open that. That's where my underwear is at. You don't need to see all that. Closet where all my clothes. I keep enough clothes to pretty much handle me on the road. We got a mirror. All right. I'm getting a battery warning light. Oh, that would be the alarm telling me that all of my electronics are about to shut down, because we have a low battery. So I'm going to go ahead and start the truck real quick, let it idle for a couple of minutes and charge it up, and alright, so that's basically the truck. Underneath the bunk there's a two sectional storage area. There's a bunk box that's got the S-bar heater in it, and then there's an area in the back and to the sides where you can store tools and stuff. But heck, I'll just show you. It won't take but a second to open it up. Alright, so there's a little tray right here, and then this is full. That's an empty box, that West bin, and if I need to store stuff in it, I'll store stuff in the box, but I'm going to keep the box, because if I have a problem with my microwave, I'm going to take it back. Alright, so you got a little open spot back there in the back, that spot right back there, and then this is the toolbox that's opened by the door right there from the outside. So anyway, that's that storage.
Please complete a vehicle inspection.
Yeah, they want me to do a vehicle inspection. I haven't even driven this thing. Took it to the Blue Beacon and I got it washed. So I'm home with the kids and the family. But I wanted to take a couple minutes just to make this video. Loading up them last 2 videos I made pretty much ate up all my data. Well, about half my data on my data plan. If I load up a bunch of them on the road, it's going to eat it up. So I'm going to make these videos periodically on the road, covering different things. Then when I come home on home time, I'll upload them, or maybe I'll get an internet connection at one of these truck stops somewhere down the road, and I'll load them up then. So anyway, not a real long video. Just wanted to show you the truck, and I like the truck. So I do want to address a couple of things. I had somebody comment on one of my last videos asking me why I choose not to idle the truck, and I answered that comment, but I want to address it here also, in case some other people are wondering and they haven't read comments. Millis does allow us to idle the trucks currently, but any company has to be concerned with their bottom dollar, and so they want us to keep our idle times low. There's a lot of drivers with the company that honestly they don't care, and so they'll run their idle times, sometimes they'll idle the truck all day long, every day, 3 or 4 days straight. Their idle times are running really high, and these are really clean idle trucks. They don't have an exhaust. I showed you the back of the truck, you didn't see an exhaust. They've got a diesel exhaust system that burns off all the excess at an extremely high temperature, but it doesn't pollute the air the way the other ones do. So I'm not trying to say I'm being green, because I'm not, and honestly I'm not too concerned with the company's bottom dollar. I'm more concerned with my own paycheck, and the company offers a small bonus if we choose to keep our idle times low, and the lower your idle time, the bigger the bonus. And it's not a big bonus, but for me, in my situation right now, it's pretty important that I gain any penny that I can gain. So Partly this is a decision that I made to keep the idle time as low as possible so that I can make more money. And there's going to come a time where it's too hot for me to run without idling the truck, and so I'm going to have to go ahead and idle the truck just to keep the air conditioning going. But I'm going to do what I can to keep it as low as I can. I'm going to get a couple of fans for the truck so that when it is warm I can circulate some air. The other day when I was complaining that I couldn't sleep because it was too hot in the truck, the heat in the truck was only part of the reason. I had also just recently run 11 hours straight. I stopped, took a 10-hour break. My 70 was completely ate up. I gained 3 hours back the next day, and I drove that 3 hours out, which left me with roughly 45 minutes on the clock for my 70 when I stopped and made those 2 videos the last time. So I had run 11 hours, slept for 10 hours, run for 3 hours, and I was on the second 10-hour break. And I honestly, at first I wasn't that tired. I started getting pretty tired towards the end of the day, and I just couldn't sleep. I did get a lot of rest. I laid around the truck, so it wasn't like I was, falling asleep on the road. I drove home that night. I went in, took a shower, and made the second video, and then shortly after making the second video I hit the road and I drove home. I didn't have any issues. I wasn't tired. I wasn't sleepy. I know my limits, and I'm not going to exceed my limits. So all that was fine. And like I said, there is going to come a time when I'm not going to be able to sleep because it's going to be too hot and I'm too tired, and at that point I will turn the truck on. I will let it idle, and I will have air conditioning. At some point, especially during the summer, running down here in the south, which I don't run down here in the south very often, it's going to be absolutely necessary. But I have been up in the north. I'm acclimated to the cold. I've never done real well with heat anyway, so it can be 75 degrees here in the truck, and to me, it's uncomfortable. I prefer it to be in the 60s all the time. So anyway, I didn't choose not to idle because of the company. This wasn't a company issue. This was a personal decision. I'm just trying to do my part to keep the idle times down so I can make just a little bit more money. $30, $40 may not seem much to a lot of people compared to their comfort, but right now with my family and the financial situation it's in, to me it's important. So that's why I idled it. But I am home with my family, and I'm fixing to enjoy a few days at home with my family, and I'll make some more videos. I may make another video before I leave. Monday and Tuesday, I may make a couple videos. I don't know what I'm going to do a video on next, really. Maybe hooking up to a trailer, or, picking up a load, or, delivering a load, I don't know, something like that. But you saw the truck, so if you have any questions, feel free to holler at me, leave any comments, subscribe, share the videos, and I want these to be educational, and I want people to see what life on the road is like, the good, the bad, the ugly. There's a lot of good, there's a lot of bad, and there's a little bit ugly, so I want to share all that, and I want people to see what it's like, the things that we go through. I may complain a little bit here and there about things that other people don't think are very important, but it's my life on the road. It's not your life on the road, it's my life on the road. Some other drivers, that have been doing this for a lot longer, they don't really care about, the things that I'm talking about, and that's fine. There's a lot of really experienced drivers out there. This video series is about my time as a driver with Millis Transfer. I'm a new driver. I'm not a hugely experienced driver, so I'm not here to try to, say, hey, I'm super trucker, I'm just here to, show you what you go to when you're coming into this industry. I've got a lot left to learn. I've got to earn my stripes, just like they've earned theirs. And I respect the older truckers. I respect the guys that have been around for a long time. I hope that some of them at least respect, the effort that I'm putting into learning and becoming a permanent part of this industry. And hopefully this can help some of the people that are wanting to come into the industry to kind of see some of the things that we go through and what it's like. My Qualcomm's up, so before I end this video, I want to bring up my performance on here. And my idle time should be a little high by my standards. Typically I keep it between 6 and 7%, but I want to see where it's at, and I'll show you what it looks like.
Home. Messaging. You have 8 hours and 0 minutes of remaining drive time. Home. Messaging.
Alright, let's see. Let's see where we're at here. Alright, this is the Qualcomm screen, and you can see over there on over idle at 19.48%. And so you can see that it's a little high right now, because I did idle the truck a little bit the other day to get the air conditioning back down. It was at 7% when I made the first video. I think it was at 14% by the time I made the second video, and now today it's at 19.5%. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off now.
Please complete a vehicle inspection.
I'm going to shut that off now because I don't really need to sit here in the truck at home, and it don't need the air conditioning here at home. I do try to run the truck every day or so when I'm on home time, at least for a few minutes, so that the truck cycles all them fluids through it and all that good stuff. So maybe it's not necessary, but I do it. I also do that with my personal cars. I have my wife come out and start my car every day when I'm gone, and I do the same thing with the company truck. So alright, that's it for today. I'm going to go back in and spend the day with the family watching TV and joking around, and maybe eat some good food. And y'all take care, and peace out.